I don't think I'd be standing here if I didn't have a good relationship with the president. I love the president, and I think a lot of you guys know in the media I've been very, very loyal to him, and I'm going to do the best I can with my heart and soul on this job and try to serve him the best way that I can.
The group Ideal had this song called Get the Hell On, Get Gone. From Cooley High, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Scaramucci, y'all, lasted 10 days as Donald Trump's director of communications. Now, that was the news conference where he went out there all clean in his suit, nice hair, coiffed, got his makeup, and said, I'm the shot caller, I'm the big baller. Oh, but then he gave an obscenity-laced interview to the New Yorker magazine, and he was just foul, nasty, attacking now fired White House Chief of Staff Reince Priebus, with phrases like this: Reince is an expletive. First of all, is an effing paranoid, schizophrenic, paranoid. Then he also said that Steve Bannon sucked his own. Well, you can pretty much guess what that is. And here's how White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the woman who Scaramucci said will be the press secretary after Sean Spicer stepped down, here's how she explained his firing.
The president certainly felt that Anthony's comments were inappropriate for a person in that position. Both Anthony and General Kelly also, I think, came to a mutual agreement, and we're moving forward to focus on the jobs outside of this building, not within it.
Now, April Ryan, she reported that a source told her that Scaramucci told Kelly, look, I'll report to the president, nobody else. And Kelly said, say, pimp, you got to go. CNN reports that he was escorted out of the White House, off of the grounds. Talk about a change of pace for somebody who proclaimed he was going to be unveiling his new communications team on Monday and said he was going to fire everybody who was leaking. And if it was just him and Sarah left, that's how it was going to be. Now he at the house this morning.
By himself, because he's divorced.
That's right, with no baby.
Y'all, this is too funny.
No
but
family.
remember, this is the same Donald Trump who promised, oh, I hired the best people. I hired the best people. So let's see. We're now on our second chief of staff. We're now looking for our third communications director. We're now operating with our second press secretary. We're now operating on our second national security advisor. There are a number of people who he's been trying to appoint to positions who want no part of this administration. This is an unbelievable train wreck. Let's talk about it with our panel, Dr. Avis Jones-DeWeaver, leadership strategist of the Exceptional Leadership Institute for Women, Brandon Cooper, chair and vice president of the Prince George's County Republican Party, and Tiffany Lofton, civil and labor union organizer. Lord, the boy lasted 10 days.
Grand opening, grand closing. That was...
I mean, Priebus get fired on Friday, he get fired on Monday.
And Priebus is at home sipping tea like, yeah, right, karma comes quickly, doesn't it? I mean, it's really amazing, but once again, it shows that this is an administration that is in total disarray. It's an administration that does not hire for qualifications. It hires for perceived loyalty. And so now that they finally have someone in a position of power that apparently has, that has a background, that has a history, that has some understanding of how to actually operate within an administration, he's at least cutting some of the fat go. So we'll see if he's able to rein in the biggest, mistake maker, and that's the person at the top. But I don't hold a lot of hope for that.
Well, the thing that just stands out is, again, all of the bluster. And let's just be clear, Brandon. Scaramucci was operating last week with the absolute approval of Donald Trump. All of his shenanigans. So, for instance, reports said that Trump was very happy with what he was doing and was angered that Priebus wouldn't fire back. Okay. Now Huckabee Sanders says, oh, the president, he didn't like those initial comments. Come on, that's how Trump talks.
I'm about to say, on that point, it doesn't hold water at all. But to your point about the fact that last week he was on good graces, this week he's not, the president talks a lot about loyalty. But he really can't show it to his staff. From Jeff Sessions, who was the first senator that came out and supported him, who's now on ice with him. It just kind of revolves around this. So, I mean, to Dr. Weaver's point, it definitely is in disarray. I think, as well as you said, that the new chief of staff coming in is a ray of hope and light into a chaotic situation. But let's be clear. the issues going on right now in the White House, you know, they are a reflection of the leadership as well. So you say Donald Trump does have a role to play. You can't think that playing musical chairs with staff will automatically be a silver bullet. There's some clear things that Donald Trump needs to understand about running a business versus being president in order to be successful over the next 3 years.
No.
Tiffany, now with Kelly being chief of staff, I said this on MSNBC yesterday. You now have a situation where you finally have a grown-up. In fact, go to my iPad, please. Shelley? Adults who are now running the country as opposed to the children that we have witnessed over the last 6 months. And I would hope that General Kelly is somehow can counsel the biggest child in the White House, this President Donald Trump. Why am I saying that? You look at the comments that he has made, you look at his vulgar language and how he is basically not acting presidential. You need someone who can say, look, respect this office. You are to act like the president. Scaramucci was ridiculous. The communication directors are not supposed to be the story. And he thought he was basically a mini-me Donald Trump, and he needed to go because it was embarrassing what took place last week. And you would hope.
Yep. Mini-me. Couldn't have said better myself, Roland.
Mini-me.
I think there's a lot of things that when you have someone who walks in as boastful as he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as proud as he did, he loves me. He favors me. I got this job because I'm the responsible one. He chose me. And underlying that, which we read in the leaks and in the times that came out, was that there was drama between him and the chief of staff, and that nobody was really talking about or unveiling, or that did not get solved before he actually took that position. It wasn't just 10 days. I don't even think he actually finished and got into the position.
No, 2 weeks before.
No.
2 weeks before he even started the role.
That was paperwork.
Yeah.
That was paperwork.
Exactly.
He never even had a hard pass.
Exactly. Exactly. So he didn't even get into the job, Roland.
Right. He actually
it wasn't just 10 days.
He didn't have the job.
Right.
No.
He didn't have the job. It was just 10 days in which the announcement came through, and so you have him coming in boastful and proud. That's one of those things where you're supposed to wait until it clears. Don't tell the world until you actually know that it happened, and then pronounce and say that you were proud of this position.
I will say
but this is a mess, Roland. We have to understand that the White House continues to have this drama, and if folks did not care before, they definitely need to care now.
Drama.
I will say this again over and over. If you voted for Donald Trump, you are a damn fool.
Thank you.
You got played.
You got
played.
That's
the man tried to say, "Oh, I got all this management experience. I'm gonna hire the best people. I know what I'm doing." You can't even hire. Not only can you not hire competent staff, you can't even fill the other positions because you don't know what you're doing.
And Roland, not only that, it's not that you just can't hire those people. Even if there was drama going on, we're not supposed to know about it like this. This is becoming the actual story. So you have to be able to actually keep your people underground to say, okay, you got drama, we're going to settle it and figure it out. You got to go, we're going to transition you out.
But
this is making
first of all,
headlines.
but not when you got a man-child who's 71 trashing his own attorney general and trying to get him to quit.
He
likes the drama. I mean, he stokes the flames.
All we know is it's not the end of firings from this administration. Hopefully, sessions are going too.
I haven't watched.
Everybody better hold on to their seats. We don't know who's going next.
How about a resignation?
How about that? How about he just steps down?
How about Trump?
Mind you,
I mean, at some point, again, the man simply cannot do this job.
No.
It's abundantly clear. No, we ain't even 7 months.
We just finished 7 months.
We just hit 6 months.
Let's just say it's just surprising. I mean, this is who loses money in the casino business? Okay, let's just get real about this. He bankrupted himself
damn hard
6 times. Okay,
that's kind of hard.
Absolutely.
I keep trying to tell y'all. Hashtag we tried to tell you.
That's a good one.
Hashtag we tried to tell you.
That's a good one.
Now listen, y'all can't blame this one on black people.
Especially not black women.
94% of black women voted for Hillary Clinton over Trump. 88% of black men voted for Hillary Clinton over Trump. You can't blame this on black people.
We can blame
this. Don't even come talk to us. Okay? Hashtag we tried to tell you. This was going to be an abomination, and it is.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you. Oh, my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.